Hello, beautiful one. We have a very powerful meditation of Jesus Christ and also Gautam Buddha. And warning is there because this meditation is extremely powerful. But before that, some contemplation on mind and matter, that how mind and matter are related. Matter controls the mind, and mind controls the matter. You see that for just 30 silver coins, Judas is ready to betray Jesus Christ. His mind getting controlled by 30 silver coin, that is material. And we have another example of Peter, whose mind is able to control the matter. Earlier, he was able to control or catch the fish, but Jesus Christ told him that you will become the fisher of man. And a great religious movement happened all over the world. But how we are able to control the matter with our mind, the power of our spirit operated by our soul has the ability to control the matter. But Gautam Buddha says that you don't believe in God, it's okay. Let's talk about the mind that you believe in, that you can comprehend. All okay, don't believe what you have not seen. But who is going to see the mind? How can you see your mind? You cannot see your mind. But if you want to see your eye, you can see the reflection of the eye in a mirror. But how can you see your eye with your own eye? You can see by believing. Because you can see the world, this means that you have the eye. So this is believing. That is what Jesus Christ is teaching. But Buddha is saying that, okay, you don't want to believe, then let's make yourself empty, and naturally you will reach to the place where Jesus is trying to lead you. But this is not the real spirituality. This tendency to control the matter that we see in the scientists who are not ready to believe or who are not ready to meditate either, because there is a sign of insecurity mixed with fear and temptation in most of us, because of which we feel that our life becomes easy when we have control over a situation or a matter. And why it is so? For example, during the Second World War, that is the time of temptation, greed and fear, this is the time when so many great inventions has happened in able to control the situation. What we can measure by mind is matter, but mind is something that we cannot measure with and where there is measurement, there is science. But where measurement cannot work, it is the realm of mind and the spirit. So we start the meditation. That is the topic of this video. So meditation is this, that we start with what Buddha is here to teach. The concept of all the teaching of Buddha we can understand by this meditation. And there is one another meditation that I am unable to explain in the live video, because when we speak of meditation, when we teach somebody meditation, then it is important that you see that person face to face and you are close to that person. But on social media, we just say briefly some total of thing or essence in a seed form, and it is up to you to give it a root, give it a ground, and make it grow. So, because externally it is a very dangerous thing to underestimate meditation. Meditation is not just something like a spa. Meditation is not something like relaxation music. Meditation is an art by which you literally start to play with your mind, and mind is very delicate. That's why I have given this two meditation, one from the life of Buddha and one from the life of Jesus Christ, by which you can understand that how careful we need to be while we want to meditate. First meditation of Buddha, it is mind. What is the nature of mind? Emptiness. Clean it up and you reach to the state of sunya, that is the emptiness, according to Buddha, then you see something, you become awakened. What is the concept? Now understand that mind is a mirror, and and then we will go to the meditation of Jesus Christ. But for a moment, here we are, this meditation of Buddha, that mind is like a mirror, and in this mirror you see the reflection of the world. Entire world is reflected in your mind. Like, without your thoughts, if our brain is dead, then we are dead, then this world does not exist for us. So our mind is something in which we see the world. So it is like the mirror in which the world is reflected. But if our mirror gets any kind of dirt, then the image get distorted. Or if our eye lenses, even if there is no dirt, yet our lenses of the eyes are not working properly, and then we have to use glasses and different kind of thing. So all the method of Buddha's teaching is there to cleanliness of your mind, to lead it to the state of a divine emptiness, in which basically your mind gets clear, clean. And it is a very delicate thing. Many people force their mind into meditation, but if you force on a mirror to clean it up, then mirror can break. So mind is very delicate. You see that even one word spoken by somebody is going to bring emotions in us. Even one picture. What happens when a man who is easily tempted sees the picture of something erotic? What happens to him? It is just a pattern, but such delicate is mind that it affects us. What happens to a person who is very devoted if he sees the places of worship? What happens to him or her? Or what happens to us when a mom is seeing the stage program of the child? So many people are performing. When her child comes, she has a different emotion. So mind is so delicate and so complex thing. There is no need to force it. So entire science is the cleanliness. And what is the agent by which, and now I lead you to some, like you need to clean your anything in your house or your dishes, then you need some kind of powder or some kind of gel or some kind of liquid by which you clean it. So from here we have come to Jesus Christ, in which there was a woman who had issue of blood, and she could feel that if she touched the hem of Jesus' garment, then she will be healed. Now you contemplate, what is the science behind it? The science behind it is that if our image, that is, we are made in image of God, right? So if our mind gets some kind of dirt, and then we don't know from where the dirt come and why it has come. Sometimes cloud comes and we cannot see the sun and the moon there. So anything can make the image go blurred. So in this way, she felt that if she could touch the hem of Jesus' garment, could be just touching the hem of Jesus' garment, her mind get wiped off. Like the hem, not everything can clean this mirror of our personality, but probably the hem of Jesus' garment has power to clean it. So this is a cleanliness meditation of Buddha that I related with Jesus ultimately, because my tendency is to lead everything towards Jesus. And now another meditation, it is related to Jesus Christ, in which Jesus Christ says that you are my disciple only when you are going to bear much fruit, because just saying that you are sons and daughters of God is not enough for Jesus Christ. If you are sons and daughters of God, God is the Lord, then you must have lordship in you. God is the King. If you are the sons and daughters of God, then where is your kingliness? Where is your power? Jesus, used to ask the storm to calm down, and the storm used to calm down. It is not just miracle. He has such lordship in him, and if we are also like him, then we are going to bear much fruit. And what are the fruits? Fruits are social status. Fruits are ability to rule the nation. The fruits are the wealth, the power, that you celebrate. Jesus, disciple of Jesus Christ, used to live with Jesus Christ as if they are in a wedding party celebration. And spiritual fruit is salvation, freedom from the material burden that we are carrying all the time with us, that we become free from this. All these are the fruit. But you see that in many plants, before the fruit comes, there is a flower, and flower that transform into the fruit, something like flower. So our mind is like that flower. Here again, mind is very delicate, like a flower, and how it is going to bear more fruit. If the point were just this, that if it is a flower, let it be blossom, then it would be enough. But Jesus Christ is saying that it is like the fruit, that if you belong to me, it can be sown only by your bearing much more fruit. So how can one flower can grow into many? How can one fruit can grow into many? So what happens if you know the reproduction that happens in plant kingdom? It is called pollination. In human being, it is called reproduction, in which we make love or whatever we do. But in plant, it is pollination. Some agent, some insect, or something comes, some bird come, or something comes that uses the seed of one plant to another, or one flower to another, or make it pollinate. So the dust of the powder or the dust or something from where you are going to get this seed in you, in which your life is going to expand, your life is going to be reborn. So Jesus Christ has taught the meditation, or his teaching, we can understand by this meditation, is rather much more advanced than a meditation. Jesus is teaching that you must be reborn into the spirit, and only then we can attain this kingdom of heaven. So this pollination happen by the touch of the Christ with us. Like, you need some agent. If you are a flower, then you need some agent that is going to come. And Jesus says that Holy Spirit is like the wind. Wind, wherever it comes and wherever it goes, we don't know. But Holy Spirit is like this. So sometimes if there is no agent working, like no insect, no honeybee or no beetles there, who is going to pollinate it, it happens directly by the wind that is flowing. So there is this wind of this Spirit. You have to open yourself to this wind in this meditation, and your mind, your soul get pollinated, and you become reborn into Spirit. So I have shared the gist of this meditation, and it is very delicate. We should not force ourselves, otherwise, like the mirror, it is going to break in Buddha's case. Or like the flower, you see a Buddha is always sitting on the flower, as if what Jesus is teaching, that you become reborn. So the pollination has happened, the touch of the wind, the Holy Spirit has given you a new birth, the reproduction has happened in your soul, and you are growing and growing and bearing much fruit. So this you is you, that may you bear much fruit in your life and grow, evolve, and celebrate the life. Thank you so much for listening to these words with so much of love. May God bless you.